Well, hello, and thank you so much for joining me. We're going to dip our toes back into the Chantal universe. Now, right now, there's a lot of speculation going on about where she's at, what she's doing. Is she in custody? Is she in Canada? Is she just hiding out in the desert somewhere, hoarding water? Nobody really knows for sure at this point, but what I thought would be fun is to watch this video from about 5 or 6 months ago where she traveled from Kuwait back to Canada. We can just sort of pretend for a moment that that's what she's doing and maybe speculate on what's going on right now. So let's have a look.
All right, all set to go to the airport. It is about 1 a.m. My flight's at 4:30. I like to be there a bit early. 3 hours ahead of time for international flights is what's recommended. So it takes about a half an hour to get there. So
Now, I will say she looks a little more put together right here than what she's been looking like lately. She's actually got some eyeliner on, some mascara, a little bit of lipstick. So there's a little bit of effort in her appearance here. I think the main difference right now, if she were traveling, she's gonna be a lot more panicked. Salah, hurry, hurry, get my stuff. They're coming any minute. Which I'm laughing, but it is kind of serious. Like, if the Kuwaiti government really is on her ass, it's nothing to take lightly. Let's just put it that way.
let's go. Hello from the Kuwait International Airport. So I am a bit early for check-in, so I decided to go to Caribou Coffee here just ahead to have a drink before going into security. So I had a hazelnut latte. It was not too bad. So yeah, enjoy the view here of the airport while I have my drink. And then I'm gonna go head into check-in. Here is check-in. As you can see, it was very busy and I had to wait in line standing for 1 hour and 10 minutes.
Wonder how she did with the whole standing. Now, I've kind of been tuning out of the Chantal verse since the whole Kuwait arc. I've dipped in here and there, but why was the reason she was going back to Canada there? Was she just saying, "Oh, I'm just going back to visit"? I mean, we all know it's a visa run, but I just wonder what the particular reasoning was for her at that time, or what she told the audience anyway.
After security, I headed to gate 22, where I had to wait a little bit for my flight out of Kuwait. I will miss you, Kuwait. See you.
Also, I'm kind of bummed that we didn't have some weird, awkward, secondhand embarrassment goodbye with Salah, but this poor guy. This poor guy right here who had no idea what abyss he was staring back into. Also, I see she's on the aisle, but you know damn well. I mean, just look at the space here between the seats, and this isn't even halfway past her shoulder. So I mean, I can only imagine how much she's encroaching on that other seat. Seatbelt extender that looks like it's completely maxed out. Oh my god. The fact that she doesn't even have any kind of neck pillow. Like, she has traveled this journey how many times now, and she doesn't even have, like, the basic things that would potentially make her more comfortable. She perks right up when there's food, of course. Where's my meat?
So, airplane bathrooms are a fear of many as they are so small, especially if you're plus size. But this bathroom was actually pretty spacious and yeah, wasn't too bad.
Since David Smith, yes, who is traveling alone always.
13-hour flights.
So,
I'll give her this. As big as she is and as incapable as she is physically, there's no way Amber could be doing any of this. Amber couldn't be walking the airport. She could definitely not be sitting on an airplane in this position for 13 hours. I mean, she couldn't even walk down the aisle, I'm sure. So I will at least give Foodie that one shred of credit over Amberlyn.
so I got 2 seats this time, and I have to say it was the best thing ever. As usual, having an extra seat, oh my gosh, my makeup is everywhere, was just much more comfortable.
Well, no shit. Not only for you, but for anybody that would have to sit beside you as well.
So for most overnight flights, international flights anyway, with Qatar, they give you this little overnight kit. Has a eye thing that you put over your eyes, eye mask, and some socks in case you get cold, some earplugs, which are nice, and a toothbrush and some toothpaste. The movie I decided to watch on this flight was Trap. I've been wanting to see it, the M. Night Shyamalan movie. I would have to say it wasn't the best, but it wasn't as bad as most people were making it out to be. So I actually enjoyed it, and it passed a
the
good
acting
2
in that
hours.
movie is
so,
atrocious.
Yeah. So the first meal service, they called it lunch, came with a multi-grain.
You know, another question just kind of popped up in my mind. Depending on what's going on with her, do you think that she would potentially be like stopped at the border or stopped at like an airport? I mean, I don't know. You know, it's not like an international crime or anything, but I just wonder how they regulate that as far as, you know, would she have difficulty actually leaving on a plane or, you know, just driving across the border of Kuwait?
Bun, and it also came with a fruit cup of sorts and some muesli and yogurt, which was not bad, not too bad. And of course I have a Coke Zero, and for the main event we have a creamy chicken stew with some wild rice and some red peppers and a bottle of water. And the food with Qatar Airways is always delicious, and this was no exception. It was good. And because it's the holidays, they give you a candy cane as well.
God knows that's the only thing that was keeping her going on this trip.
At one point, we had a pretty bad bout of turbulence, and I'm not gonna lie, it scared the lights out of me. Yeah.
My God. That might be the funniest face I've ever seen her make. Oh my God.
At some point, I fell back asleep, but was awakened by the sound of snack service, which always
You know
wakes
she isn't
me
gonna
up.
miss a snack.
And this time, they gave us some kind of puff pastry. It was like a puff pastry kind of sandwich with some kind of spicy chicken. It was actually like really good, not gonna lie.
I thought for a second it was gonna be the dreaded cream cheese. I forget which airline that was though.
The next meal they gave us was, this was the last meal actually, was some kind of chili beef con carne with Mexican rice. and a multi-grain bun. Sorry. And this dessert was a cheesecake of sorts. It was really good. Cheesecake parfait. And then this weird salad. I don't know what the orange stuff was, but I didn't like it at all. And of course, I had a Coke Zero, and the whole meal was actually delicious. It was my favorite on this flight. Well done, Qatar.
Um, I don't know if she's got the tray down in this empty seat next to her, because I would be shocked if she could actually use a standard airline tray. But from the looks of it is, yeah, she has it. This is obviously is just from my examination. It does look like she's got the empty seat down because like over here looks like it would be like her left thigh. But who knows? But again, I can't see her actually being able to fold down a standard airline tray with her gunt in the way.
Time to land. So I freshened up in the washroom. Here I am stretching and all freshened up, ready to land.
How many times in a 13-hour flight do you think she had to get up and use the bathroom? I mean, with the way she acts, probably every time she eats, she has to blow it up. But yep, definitely looks like Canada. Just had a vision of her like touching down in Canada, and the Canadian authorities immediately take her into custody to deport her back to Kuwait. Imagine. She just had to stretch it out. Jesus. Definitely pick up on the waddling there.
So I'm just waiting. My mom, my sister, and my aunt to pick me up. They don't usually do it because I just take the bus to get my car. But they're here. I can't wait to see them. Okay, I'll see you guys later. It's freezing. Oh my god.
Alright guys, we are leaving the airport, headed home, and I just wanted to say thank you for watching this journey. I hope you enjoyed, and please stay.
Alright, well, she made it. Will she make it back this time? Can't wait to see what the latest developments will be in this story, and who knows, it might be a while that we hear from her, depending on what's going on. I mean, worst case scenario, she is in custody. I mean, who knows? So, I thank you so much for joining me on this little journey into the past, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.